This is our community, and we're here because we think the unabated transfer of goods and services and commerce in our port with the state of Israel, who's occupying Gaza and the West Bank, who just got done with another incremental genocide of the Palestinian people in Gaza, is wrong. And we're out here showing resistance and asking the ILA Local 1402, who would be unloading the ship, to respect our picket lines and not unload the Zim or create a delay or a work stoppage for us.
The main principle that most people should realize is that it's an issue of injustice and an issue of inhumanity. And it's not something particular to the region in the Middle East. We've seen these injustices echoed all throughout the world. We've seen them in South Africa and even here in our own country with segregation and humiliation of African Americans. Everyone's familiar with the legendary Nelson Mandela. He himself is quoted to have said, "We know all too well that our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinians." And so he stood in solidarity and he understood the depth behind the issue. And he saw the problems resonating from the Middle East to South Africa. And so one of the first groups of people Nelson Mandela thanked were the Block the Vote activists, because they were able to stop the products and to apply the pressure. And that's exactly what we're trying to replicate today.
So the fact that the workers would cross our picket lines is upsetting, where a lot of us are labor activists, have fought for labor for decades collectively. So it's just an emotional, passionate environment. The people in Gaza are in, their homes and their lives are in ruins right now.
And so people are concerned about how they'll get paid, but what they really need to address is the work that they're doing. That's where the issue is. It's not about money, it's about morality. Are they comfortable unloading apartheid? Are they comfortable knowing the suffering of the people who made those products? My grandfather lives, and he's from Tulkaram. It's a small village outside of Nablus in the West Bank. And he can't go to his land, not because the Israelis have built settlements there, no, because they built factories. And yes, they employ the Palestinians, but every so often they rotate the employers, so they have absolutely no stability in their job. Every so often they don't pay them at all. And so they're doing work and they're doing cheap labor, and it's coming here to our country. And the Israelis are the ones profiting off of the work of the Palestinians. They steal their land, they kill their people, they take away their rights, they make them do the work for them, and then they take the benefits of it. And that's what's happening. And then it gets shipped and packaged into a nice box, and it ends up here in Tampa, Florida. And so we're trying to raise awareness, and we're trying to convince the people not to have any part in this, because Martin Luther King said it the best: injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And we believe that. And we follow his footsteps, and we affirm all that he said and all that he stood for. Sometimes it happens in integrating buses, sometimes it happens in blocking the boat, but when there's a presence of injustice, it needs to be addressed by whatever means necessary.
Come join us. This is a direct strike we could take. We march, we protest, we demonstrate, but this is actually something where we can actually create an economic strike against Israel and hold them accountable and shoulder the moral burden for the world that's largely doing nothing.
And so this is our fight today. This is our issue of civil rights. This is our fight for justice, because it doesn't have to do with buses anymore. Now it has to do with boats.